Drought continues to be a concern for our state. Back in March, Governor Spencer Cox issued an executive order declaring a state of emergency because of our drought conditions. The drought impacts numerous things, including fish and wildlife. So if you plan to go fishing this summer, there are a few things wildlife experts say you need to know. Joining me to tell us more is Randy Oplinger, the sport fish coordinator for Utah's Division of Wildlife Resources. Randy, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Randy, how does drought impact our fish species?
Well, I can think of a few ways that droughts really affect fish. The first one's pretty obvious. Fish need water to survive, and when you have a drought, you have less water, and that creates some issues. We might have some areas where you have some drying this summer, and obviously that's not good for fish. Another big thing is that when you have less water during drought conditions, the water heats up a little faster, and fish can really only tolerate water. It's so warm. So water temperatures this summer could get a little too warm for fish in some circumstances. And then the last thing is fish get the oxygen that they need to survive from the water that they live in. And as water gets warmer, there's a little less oxygen in it, so you might have some suffocation issues for some fish.
So how does the drought impact the sport of fishing in Utah?
The big thing it does is it affects maybe the experience that our anglers have when they go out fishing this year. We see some species that don't like some of the warmer water. I talked about there could be some mortality, but they might get more lethargic when the water temperatures get warmer and they like them to be. And so you might see them maybe a little less reluctant to take people's baits and lures, for example. So you might see a little less quality in terms of the fishing experience the anglers experience this year.
Randy, do we know which species of fish or which areas might be impacted the most by drought?
Probably the species that are going to be most influenced are going to be our trout species. They're our most widespread species we have here in the state, and they're not very tolerant of warm water temperatures. But other species, some of our lower elevation waters, taking bass, catfish, bluegill, crappie, there are other species that will be affected if conditions get bad enough this summer.
What should anglers know about fishing during a low water drought year, or what are some tips that you have for them as they head out to the waters this summer?
I think, the biggest tip I have is you could go out and have fun catching fish this summer, but be really careful with the fish that you catch. So the advice that we give anglers is to maybe not fight fish very hard when you're trying to reel them in. And then when you get them in, try to be very quick at how you handle fish. So try to get the hook out very quickly. Try not to take maybe too many pictures of that fish with the idea that you're getting that fish back in the water as fast as possible. The other advice I have is when you release a fish, really think about where you're putting that fish. If you're fishing along a bank in really shallow, stagnant water, that water is going to be really warm. It's not going to have a lot of oxygen. The fish isn't going to do very well after you release it. So trying to get the fish a little bit further out there where it can quickly get to some deeper water is usually good for it after you release it.
A lot of useful information there. All right, you've been hearing from Randy Oplinger, the sport fish coordinator for Utah's Division of Wildlife Resources. Randy, we appreciate the tips and information today. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you.